Hey, everybody. Hi, it is Indira Grace. It looks a little dark to me. I'm going to see if I can brighten up my light just a little bit. There we go. Oh, oh, I just touched something I wasn't supposed to touch. There we go. Alex is going to have a blast doing this video when she sees it. So, oh my gosh, that was hilarious. She's going to be like, "What are you doing? Why are you adjusting the lamp during your video?" And I've got this cord falling over here and it's going to drive me crazy. Let me get it back up here. All right. Hi, it's Indira Grace again. This is for the month of March horoscope, and I'm doing fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And last month we had so many spirits, so many orbs buzzing around, and it was really, really exciting. And I really loved it. And I got very excited. And then there we go. And then this month I haven't had anything for the last two videos that I did. And I realized that in part, I did have my lamp on back here. And so I turned that off in the hopes that maybe we would see some more orb activity. It was Orbpalooza, as Alexandria said in our video last time. And I got so excited. And for those of you that were curious about what orbs are, it's spiritual energy. And I reached out to several of my friends who are psychics, and many of them said that it felt like fairy energy. It felt like angel energy. It was very playful. They were playing with me. They were playing with you guys. They were just kind of letting themselves be known. And as I said, the more excited I got, the more excited they got, and they were just appearing everywhere. So I'm ever hopeful that they will show up for the month of March, but maybe it was just meant to be for February. I would love to see them again. I get very excited about that stuff. So let's get started, though, on your readings. So I decided to use Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. And I said this in my last two videos. I'm going to say it forever. Every time I use this, I know I use this deck a lot. And I have a ton of decks. One of these days, when I do one of these videos, I'm going to show you every deck that I have. I have a ton of decks. But for whatever reason, this is the one that speaks to me. It's the one I use for my personal readings. And it is the one that I use the most because it just really speaks to me. So that's why I use it. And then you probably get bored with it. And I do need to pull more decks out and use those. And all right, I will. Maybe next month. We'll see. All right, Aries. Aries, you have a major arcana card. And I say this about the major arcana cards when I do readings is when we see a major arcana card, that is usually a key indicator that something major is going to happen. This, for fire signs, we actually have two major arcana cards and one minor. So for Aries and Leo, you have a major month. And then for Sagittarius, it's not going to be so much of a kind of a shakedown, if you will. So for Aries, you got the Epiphany card. This is so epiphanies are like aha moments. And what they're indicating for you, Aries, is that you need to be that aha moment. Be that light for others. Be that light to others. Find joy in the spiritual growth and understanding that you have about yourself. But also spend some time in that spiritual growth, meditating. And you will find some of those answers that you are seeking, and a lot of the time the answers are kind of the obvious things. So I'll give you an example of an obvious thing that I've had recently so you kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. I'm studying A Course in Miracles. And A Course in Miracles, in the very beginning of it says, I'm going to open it up so I can read this to you guys. Nothing real can be threatened, and nothing unreal exists. Now, if you are anything like me, I have a lot of insecurities that I try not to let affect my life. I've tried to acknowledge them and move through them. But tonight I had a major insecurity hit about a relationship, a friendship that I'm in. And I thought to myself, oh, that relationship is probably coming to an end because they were not responding in a way that I thought that they would to to a particular conversation we were having. And then when I read that, of course, and there I am sitting in this, gosh, I wonder if if this friendship is coming to an end. Um, and then I opened up A Course in Miracles and started to study. And it said, nothing real is threatened and nothing unreal exists. So love, and according to A Course in Miracles, love is the real thing. And anything that is not love doesn't really exist anyway. Now, we had our own sayings of that, right? When we were growing up. If they treat you like that, they weren't your real friends anyway, right? And so those are the kinds of epiphanies that you will have, but on a deeper level when you go into meditation. So pay attention to those kinds of stories, those kinds of epiphanies, those kinds of ahas, those kinds of answers that come through your meditation, Aries. And also be that aha for others. Not saying get in their face and start telling them how they need to live their life. Guru means bringer of the light. And sometimes you are the bringer of the light simply by exhibiting the behavior of somebody who is responsible or connected or loving or forgiving. That's sometimes all you need to be. Those are your epiphanies, and that is you being the epiphany for someone else. So Aries, you have quite a month of March ahead of you. For Leo, Leo has the High Priestess. Both of these cards talk about some kind of spiritual development. Okay. So Aries and Leo, you're going to have kind of a spiritually developing month. Reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. So Leo, I'm going to have you back up and listen to the part about Aries that talks about when you go into meditation, you start having those aha moments, those valuable informations. And you also can get very powerful psychic insights when you go into meditation, when you go into the silence. So I don't tell people this a lot, but I work for Silent Unity, which is it's a prayer line that's been around for 130 years. And that's what I do for my full-time job. And that is through that organization that I go to ministerial school as well. But they pay us to meditate for 30 minutes. It's actually to pray for 30 minutes, but it's the silence. So it's like meditation. And that is part of our job. So when you call Silent Unity and you ask for prayer, we will say, we're praying for you for the next 30 days around the clock. And that means that every single one of us as a prayer associate will we take a 30-minute shift meditating. And it is amazing as I'm sitting there praying for the people who call, and we field about 10,000 calls a day. So I'm praying for what, 300,000 people in a 30-day time frame. As I'm doing that, the awareness, the psychic insights I get about healing and about prosperity and about divine order, and how much love is involved in all of those things. So yeah, so spend some time in the silence, and I absolutely covet my prayer vigil time. It is my favorite time because I do get to sit in the silence and pray for people. So I find that very, very powerful and beautiful. All right, the last one is Ace of Ariel, and this is for Sagittarius. All right. So if you noticed, right next to the little angel, I'm about to sneeze, by the way, I can feel a sneeze coming on. There are gold coins. That is a key indicator. It's your lucky day. You're going to get some new resources of money, time, or support, or, excuse me, or a change in your job or promotion. So some kind of new resources are coming into your life for the month of March, Sagittarius. And as I recall, for February, Sagittarius was make sure that you're planning ahead for the future. So this is a really good time if you've already put those plans into place. Then this is a really good time to maybe start filtering a little bit of that extra money in to follow up with February. But you could be getting a change in your job and or a promotion, which would be outstanding for the month of March for Sagittarius. All right, guys, that's it for me for fire signs. I didn't see a single spirit. Did anybody see any orbs? I didn't see any. It's all right. It's all right. Maybe they'll show up for Earth. Who knows? Maybe they're asleep because I'm doing this late at night. So anyway, all right. See you guys in the month of April. God bless you. Namaste. And yes.